Good morning, Olive, Arlo, and Frank. Welcome to Story Time with Grandpa. Today, we're going to do I Wish That I Had Duck Feet by Dr. Seuss. And better put on these glasses so I can actually see the words in this. And here's a little boy, and he's a dreamer. You know how you can tell he's a dreamer? He's looking at the clouds and he's imagining that they look like animals. Do you ever do that? It's fun to do, to lay there and look at the clouds. And it's especially fun to do it with somebody, like maybe your mom or dad, and then you point to the cloud and say, that one looks like a lion. That one looks like a cat. That one looks like a duck. They don't really look like that. You just imagine that they did. And here he is. He's imagining. He's wishing. I wish that I had duck feet. I wish that I had duck feet, and I can tell you why. You can splash around in duck feet, and you don't have to keep them dry. And this is a poem. There he is. He's splashing around in his duck feet. I don't think that I'd get away with having duck feet, splashing around duck feet. I think your grandmother would kick me out of the house. If I had two duck feet, I could laugh at Big Bill Brown. I would say, you don't have duck feet. These are all there are in town. And there's Bad Leroy Jones or Big Bill Brown, whatever his name is. And he is jealous because homie's got duck feet. Yeah. It's kind of a snotty little brat, isn't he? He's like, yeah, I got duck feet. I think it would be very good to have them when I play. Only kids with duck feet on can ever play this way. And there he is. He's in the pond with the other ducks. There's Bill Brown over here. And he's gotten like, oh, I wish I had duck feet like that. But, and this is, you knew there was a button coming. My mother would not like them. She would say, get off my floor. She would say, you take your duck feet and you take them out that door. Don't ever come in here again with duck feet on. Now don't. So I guess I can't have duck feet. I would like to, but I won't. So it's really hard to get this thing in focus. But I guess you can see it well enough. She's kicking his sorry butt out. Like I said, your grandmother wouldn't like that. Oh, and your grandmother wouldn't like this even more. So, if I can't have duck feet, I'll have something else instead. Say, I know what. I wish I had two horns on my head. And here he is, with two horns on his head. I wish I had two deer horns. They would be a lot of fun. Then I could wear 10 hats up there. Big Bill can wear just one. And here he is, snarky little rude kid. I got 10 hats on. And he does. Can you count them? The 10 hats? 10 hats. And there's Big Bill walking down the street going, "Oh, I only got one hat." Snarky kid. Some cool hats, too. I think they would be very good to have when I play ball. Then nobody could stop me. No, sir. Nobody at all. So he's playing football with his friends. And football with his friends. And let's see if we can get it so that. And nobody can tackle him because he can run into you and impale you with them and kill you. I'm glad they didn't show him like murdering some child. But, once again, there's always a but. If I had big deer horns, I would never get a ride. I could never ride the school bus because I could never get inside. There he is, trying to get in the school bus with those bad boys on. There, now it's in focus. I don't know how I did that, but I got it in focus. And so, I won't have deer horns. I'll have something else instead. I wish I had a whale spout. A whale spout on my head. There he is with his whale spout. Yeah, somehow I don't think this is going to work out well. When days get hot, it would be good to spout my spout in school. And then Miss Banks would say, "Thanks, thanks. You keep our school so cool." And Miss Banks must be his teacher. There she is. She doesn't have to fan herself because he's spouting all over everybody. I could play all day in summer. I would never feel the heat. I would beat Big Bill at tennis. I would play him off his feet. You know, you almost feel sorry for Big Bill. Not really. There, he's in focus now. But my mother would not like it. I know just what she would say. "Not in the house. You shut that off. You take that spout away." I know that she would tell me, "I don't want that spout about." And when mother does not want a thing, it's O-U-T. It's out. And there's mother spouting one way about Junior, spouting another. And there's an old telephone there. That's the kind of telephone they had when I was young. That telephone there. And so, I will not have one. I don't wish to be a whale. I think it would be better if I had a long, long tail. And here he is with his long, long tail. I wish I had a long, long tail. Someday I will, I hope. And then I'll show the kids in town new ways to jump rope. And there, the kids are jumping tail rope. Big Bill's up there going like, "Oh man, wish I had a tail." If I had a long, long tail, I know what I would like. I would like to ride down State Street, pulling girls behind my bike. So he's a thrill seeker, and he likes to impress the ladies. Imagine that. How about you, Arlo? Do you like to impress the ladies? Arlo, do you wish you had a long tail like this? I wish I had a long, long tail, and I can tell you why. I could hit a fly 10 feet away and hit him in the eye. I know Miss Banks would like this. She would smile and she would say, "No other boy in town can hit a fly so far away." And, and I'm sure they get great on a curve because of that. Yeah, Miss Banks is out of focus, but there, can't really see it. He's hitting the fly. See the fly buzzing? Yeah, I can't get it in focus. Buzz. But if I had a long, long tail, I know that Big Bill Brown would tie me in a tree. He would. Then how could I get down? I don't think that I would like it with my tail tied in a tree. The more I think about it, no long, long tail for me. So this kid really doesn't know what he wants. And he's just being a dreamer. Remember I said that he's a dreamer. He's looking at the clouds and seeing what the shapes remind him of and things like that. And maybe you guys are dreamers. Frank, are you a dreamer? And so, if I can't have a tail, I'll have a long, long nose. A nose just like an elephant's. The longest nose that grows. I wish I had a long, long nose, and I can tell you why. I think it would be good, very good, to get at things up high. And there he is. He's using his nose to reach the cookies. They put the cookies up there so he couldn't get them. Snarky kid's like, yeah, I'm going to use my elephant nose and I'm going to get the cookies. Every kid in town would love it. Every kid but Big Bill Brown. And every time I saw him, I would sneeze and blow him down. Blow the man down, blow the man down. Hoo, hoo, blow the man down. There he goes. Kerchoo! That's him sneezing. Knocking Big Bill Brown down. Say, I could help the firemen. My nose would be just right. I could help them put out fires 100 times a night. Hopefully there's not like 100 fires in your town. There he is on the pumper wagon, whatever they call that. Oh, I would do a lot of things that no one ever did. And everyone would say, just watch that long nose, kid. Yeah, I don't think they'd say that in a good way. But if I had a long, long nose, I know what Dad would do. My dad would make me wash the car, the house, and windows too. So this kid just doesn't want to have chores. He's like, oh man, if I had this nose, they'd put me to work. my dad would make me work all day and wash things with that hose. I guess it would not be so good to have a long, long nose in there. Now he's washing the windows. Dad's smoking a pipe. Dads back then, that was a thing. You wore like a bow tie and a sport jacket and smoked the pipe. See him? Bow tie and a sport jacket. Now let me think about it. All these things I want are bad. And so I wish. What do I wish I had? So he is finding emptiness in thinking these things through. Like, what if I had duck feet or antlers or whale spout or a tail or a long nose? Like the good and the bad and the ugly. And he's sitting there and he's contemplating all of that. Because even though he's snarky, he's contemplative. I know what. I know just what. I know just what to do. I wish that I had all those things. I'd be a witch what who. If I could be a witch what who, I'd jump high in the air. I'd splash and spout and run about. And I'd give the town a scare. And look at the town folk. They're horrified. And the children, they're angry. Yeah. So he's got everything. Waving an American flag. He's a witch wahoo. A flag waving witch wahoo. But the people would not like it. They would be so scared, I bet. They would call the town policeman. They would catch me in a net, and there they are. Catching the witch wahoo in a net. They would put me in the zoo house with my horns and nose and feet, and hay, just hay, 2 times a day is all I'd get to eat. So there he is, the witch wahoo, next to the lion. Hope they have him separated from the lion, because you know lions eat witch wahoos. I think I would be very sad when people came to call. So I don't think a witch wahoo would be much fun at all. And here he is, all despondent in the zoo. The lion gritting on him, the people like looking at him intently. You're probably like, do something funny. You go to the zoo and watch things, and you want them to be funny. And so I think there are some things I do not wish to be. And that is why I think that I just wish to be like me. There he is. It's just him. And I like all you guys for just being just you. And here he is, walking away with all that stuff in the trash can. And we're back to the picture of the same thing in the front of the book. Peace out, guys. Here's the balloons.